What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. Grand Kahonu here, hitting some arena tonight. Need to hit a few more of these milestones. Not going to make it to 4 million to get all of them, but we'll try to get as many as we can here. Looks like we got about 15 minutes or so before the 5 stars refresh. Alright, had to reset the stream there again. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Seems like every time I start streaming I have a bad connection and then have to reset OBS to get that going. Well, that was a bad intercept. I got to keep practicing on that. Ice Cold Gaming, how are you doing this evening, sir? Good to see you back tonight. I'm doing pretty well. Trying to get into the groove here, stop making so many silly mistakes. Well, if you're just hopping on, why don't you drop a line in the chat and let us know you're here. Say hello. Last day of school tomorrow. Congratulations, man. I bet you're ready for a break, ready to enjoy the summer. Thunder Leopard, how are you doing? Good evening to you. Gotta be careful with the Furies here when we're fighting Mystic Champions. How does it feel to treat me like you do? Tell me how should I feel? One of these nights you're gonna convince me to break out into song. Gonna turn into a gaming slash vocal performance live stream. School is like prison. That yeah, well, it seems to be that way once you're in there for a while, and then you end up like myself, and you voluntarily continue to go back to school, and I don't know, I may never be done. Well, here goes a third special. Gotta love Hyperion. And bring out my inner diva. Yes. Yeah. I've tried that before. It wasn't very pretty. Probably had something to do with the dress being a little tight around the midsection. I don't know. Knowledge is power and expensive. Yes, yes, you got that right, CJ. It is not cheap. So what's everybody up to tonight? I know CJ is playing around with the Red Hulk in the Labyrinth. Got to give him some motivation to get that going so that I don't complete it before you. Well, stop getting hit. No, no, not Jim Morrison. I do like the Doors, though. Go ahead and do that power gain. Go ahead, I dare you. Well, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Drop a line in the chat, say hello, let us know you're here. I think I might. I don't know. I think I may. Think I might. Take Storm into the Labyrinth and play around with Red Hulk myself a little bit tonight. I don't have the mastery set up for it, but might be good practice. What do I want to do here? The real Dr. Deadpool. Welcome, sir. It's good to see you. I've noticed you in a few other chats on some other live streams, so it's nice of you to drop in and say hello. Oh, I'm always competitive. You know that. Best cover song ever is Hurt by Johnny Cash. I like Johnny Cash too. Can't beat some good Johnny Cash. Well, Thunder, I don't mind you asking. If others want to help you, that's fine. Just as long as you don't spam it in the chat, you're cool. Well, go ahead and satisfy the urge to type them away in the chat there, Ristic. Well, Thunder Leopard, are you part of an alliance somewhere? Nicholas Ferrero, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. How are you this evening? Masit Odom, I hope I didn't butcher your name. Otom. Good morning to you. It's the evening here. About 11:30 at night where I'm at. But good morning to you, sir, where you are. Dorian Davis, 2099 Punisher, looks like he has guns on his chest. Yep, he sure does. That's the idea. And looks like some, I don't know if you call them brass knuckles, because they don't look brass, but same concept. That's a good question. I don't know if he fits into any of those spots in that graphic that they released, but he just seems like one that would be a no-brainer. No pun intended, but seems like one that just should be in the contest. And Nicholas Ferrero, I speak a little bit of Spanish, but not much, so I know what you wrote there, but I don't know that I'd be able to carry on a conversation with you. Why should you rank 5 Ultron instead of Star-Lord? You've done Realm and Legends, can't decide who to rank 5. Well, I think that either one of those choices is an excellent choice. Typically, I would say if you get a 5-star Star-Lord, then that would be reason not to rank 5 your 4-star, but Ultron is now in the 5-star crystal as well. But both of those are very good choices. I mean, you know, Star-Lord is the absolute best for longer fights because of his signature ability, but Ultron, just to be honest, is one of the best Alliance Quest champions right now, and even Alliance War is very good because he's double immune, has the double regen. He's just a very sustainable character. He is a go-to for me. You use him every Alliance Quest. Just got that one off just a little bit too soon. Yeah, the octopus is the sign for Hydra. And Red Skull is one of the major Hydra characters, but he's not the only one. He's the main villain against Captain America. I would love to I can't even speak. I'd love to dupe Black Panther. I mean, 6 bleeds against Storm there, and he's class advantage, and he's not even awakened. That's pretty great. He's gonna just be that much better when he is awakened. That's a very good point, Ristic. Star-Lord at rank 4 can do what a rank 5 Star-Lord can do. With a long enough hit streak, he will be able to accomplish the same thing. You've got a little bit less health, and you start at a lower attack, so you can't afford to mess up. And I always forget you can't counter Magneto's first special there. T. Ricky, you've got a 5-star Black Panther duped. How do you like him? I mean, he must just shred through stuff. One exception would be to rank 5 Star-Lord for Labyrinth. Yeah, that's doable with a 4-star. I wouldn't want to do it with a 4-star though. I've seen people beat Labyrinth. I know of at least 2 that have beat Labyrinth with a rank 4 Black Panther. A 5-star Black Panther. Oh yeah. Yeah, Gwenpool is better. I mean, as good as his bleeds are, I think his bleeds are better than hers, right? But she has other abilities besides just bleeding. Yes, sir. If you complete 1 path, you will get 2 of each class catalyst, and you'll get 4 more tier 2 alpha catalysts. And you'll get a 5-star awakening gem crystal that you'll open, and you'll get an awakening gem for 1 class. Ah, he blocked it. I thought they fixed that. Grave got a 5-star Ultron. Man, he is a lucky son of a gun. Now CJ's trolling me. Deadpool's bleed is not the best, although his 2nd special and 3rd special do bleed significantly. Well, that's motivation enough, Ristic. I accept it. Man, where's everybody at this evening? I think everybody must be over. Yep. Joel is grinding for Yondu, so he's live streaming tonight. with his second special. You haven't seen High Numbers? I think it's pretty good, and well, I've got the Deep Wounds max now too, so that makes a difference. I'll throw him up there. Put him against Juggernaut. Well, if you're just joining, welcome. Drop a line in the chat and say hello and let us know you're here. Alright, I'll try to get to his second special. Should be able to do that since Juggernaut's armor's pretty high. I mean, so 92 per tick is not a lot on this just basic attack. $374. So that just took about half of his health off, so I'd say that's a pretty good bleed. That's the wrong arena. So CJ, have you got that Red Hulk down yet, or are you still playing around with him? Yeah, the stun is great. She can armor break, and then of course her signature ability reducing the defensive ability accuracy of her opponents, the higher her combo meter. Greg the Great, welcome back to the stream, sir. Good to see you again. How are you this evening? Yeah, I'm going to jump in there and hit Red Hulk a little bit. I do not have the mastery set up to do anything really with it right now, but I've actually got a mastery set up to play around with Yondu that I typically wouldn't use elsewhere. I'll show you what that is. Yes, 50 hits. I believe it's 2% per hit in your combo meter. And so at 50, she's at 100%. Yeah, I'm not going to hit him either. I'm just at 2 million now, just under 2 million. Because I just honestly, I didn't spend a whole lot of time in arena, and the time that I have put in, most of it's gone into the 3-star. Because I need to get the 3-star so I can awaken him. I'm working on a video for Yondu, and since the 4-star is not awakened, I really can't showcase his abilities. I think his awakened ability or his signature ability is really what's going to make him good. Being able to double the buffs, the debuffs on your opponent every time they use a special attack. At 1.5 million? Yeah. Did you get the 3-star? See, that's one of the reasons I know I'm not really ready for Labyrinth, or I'm not as ready as I'd like to be. I'm still I get the intercept about 75% of the time, but that 25% of the time where you mess up the intercept, that's going to be costly in Labyrinth. I think I'm going to run Suicides pretty much full time now. War Defenders aren't great, so I don't think it's a big deal. If they get a hit or two with extra attack, maybe that's a kill. Yeah, and if there's not a whole lot of people running Recoil, I mean, there are at least 3 all or nothing nodes in Alliance War. You could always put them on that node. What you wouldn't want, for sure, is to put them on a first special node where they're just firing off their first special all the time. That would lead to a pretty easy kill, I think. Diego, how are you doing this evening? A lot of attackers with at least some immunity, and Rogue shrugs off bleed pretty good. Yes, she does. About to 100% master. Congratulations, sir. It's always nice to get that out of the way. Alright, that put us over 2 million. I think I'm going to hit 2.5, and then we'll go over and take Storm into Labyrinth and see how she does with the poor mastery set up against Red Hulk. Ah. I think so. I do need to spend a little more time here because yeah, we need to. I want to hit that last milestone in arena and at least this next milestone in Guardian's use, because that's where you get the 25 units. So we definitely want to snag those. I don't think many people run suicides for Labyrinth because of recoil, but since recoil is not triggering on a third special, then I think that is actually a viable option now. At this point, unless they fix it before I get in there, I do plan to run maxed recoil with Storm, and then I'll just use her third special. Well, that does not sound like a good idea at all, CJ. If you can't do it with Star-Lord, you're not going to be able to do it with Storm. She's going to be tougher than Star-Lord. I did buy the unit deal. I haven't been spending a whole lot of money recently, but that was a very good deal. And since I am starting to save units for my Labyrinth run, I just thought that that was too good to pass up. That's the first deal that I've purchased in a while, though. Jerky power. Oh boy. Oh, hold on just a second. You know what I gotta do. Let me see if I can set this up. Well, maybe not. Alright, you guys go check out that video. Afterwards. I don't know, I don't have it set up to play on the stream here. I probably should set up a separate window so that I can show yeah, so I can show my browser and play videos like that if I decide to, because right now if I wanted to do that I'd have to set all that up in OBS. That, my friends, is Chicken Jerky's fight song. It's one of the greatest songs ever written. Maybe you can open it up in a second stream and play it in the background. You owe that one to Ronan. He found that. I don't know where he found that. I mean, that's like one of those things you just gotta be... You have to know what to look for. I mean, I don't know how you just stumble across that song. Well, if you like chickens and kung fu and yodeling, then that is the song for you. See, CJ, if you had your own YouTube channel, you could just co-op that video and use that as your intro and your outro. I know, right? What'd you think, T. Ricky? Is that not the greatest thing you've ever seen on YouTube? Ah, I thought I had time to get back in there. That's an amazing song. Whoever wrote it, they should win a Grammy or whatever it is that people win for music. Jago Fury, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see you again today. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I haven't actually listened to that song in a while. I hate to admit it. I apologize, Jerky. Yep, exactly. That's the greatest line in the song. They should play this when Peter fights a chicken on Family Guy. Yeah. Yeah, when we need a boss kill, we just need to make sure Chicken's had a few drinks, and then we just play that song, and the bosses die. Hey, Greg, have a great night, man. Thanks for checking in for a bit. Was a little disappointed when we found that song for him. Decided that was his theme song, his fight song, whatever you call it. I thought I'd look around for one for myself, and turns out there aren't a whole lot of great songs about cigars. At least none that I found. And none that would serve as a good fight song. If you've got one, Rustic, suggested. Yeah, I don't stand a chance. Having issues with 4-hit special attack? No. Are you talking about hitting what I'm doing here, using 4 hits and then backing off? If so, I'm just working on interception. Best fight song is Black Betty by Ram Jam. Is that about cigars, though? Kind of needed to be about cigars. Four hits then special. I never do 4 hits then a special. I always do a 5-hit combo ending with a medium and then a special. And most of them are connecting, but I did have a Superior Iron Man a bit ago, used his second special that way, and it got blocked. Hey, good to see you, Jago. Get some sleep, man. Another long day at work tomorrow, I'm guessing. Yeah, Smoke on the Water's good. I like that one. Always connect with 4 hits, then special in arena. Okay. Yeah, I never do 4 hits. Fortunate Son always gets me pumped. If you like that Chicken Attack song, I actually found a 10-hour version of it as well on YouTube. You know, if you're just ever in the mood for the yodeling and everything like that, just start it when you go to bed at night and listen to it in your sleep. This arena goes so much slower when you don't have suicides on. I'll have to try that out. 4 hits and then the special. So you're going to have that song in your head all night now. It's not going away. Yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome until, well, maybe for the first 36 hours. Oh, this guy has Resonate on. You ever notice a similar chord progression on Cream's Crossroads and Steve Miller Band Jet Airliner? No, I have not, but that would not surprise me. I'm an amateur guitar player, and that's one of the things that I noticed early on, that there's actually not a whole lot of difference in many songs. So a few basic chord progressions that are used on most songs. Well, we've had a few people hop on. Welcome to the stream. Drop a line in the chat and say hello. We'd love to talk with you. Jar, welcome, sir. How is LA this evening? Rather humid and hot. It's actually not too bad here. We've had some light rain today, and cooled things off a little bit. Hey, I should say too that your recent face reveal has given us inspiration here, thanks to the kind suggestions of T. Ricky and Ristic here. We've decided that once I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to go ahead and do a face reveal as well. Alright, so the idea is not to get punched in the face. It's not working very well. That was an ugly fight. I'm not sure who are you talking to me, Ristic? My hair's a mess. I look like a hippie. I need a shave. That guy, the guy that did the Paco Bell rant on the chord progression similarities. Hey, yeah, no problem, man. I'm just glad I could actually catch you. Instead of just dropping in and saying, hey, I'm here, now I gotta go. Taros 77. Now I saw him in the stream earlier today, right? Alright, I'm gonna look it up, but I'm a little nervous. Little bit nervous. So they've got a clean scrubbed version suitable for youngins. I'll watch that after. Oh, what's that? Connected the first hit on that, and then Ant-Man was not there anymore. So, is this this rant? Is this in honor of Jar's rant this morning on his stream? The Ranger, how are you doing, brother? Yeah, I see that. That's the first one on there. The Rob P. Rocks. really should not have brought Magneto into this fight, even though he magnetizes Ultron. Magneto's attacks are all energy based, so Ultron is just absorbing everything. This is a chord progression one. It's a medley where he shows how many songs have the same chord progression. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that particular one, but I have seen. I've seen a few. There was one that one guy did. It's been a long time ago. I wouldn't even know where to find it or what it was called, but somebody put one together that was basically, he did like 6 or 8 country songs all to the same chord progression. Daniel Gomez, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you again. Jar, I caved in and got that Wonder Woman offer in Injustice 2. How you liking that game, Jar? Notice the Crossroads one from playing Guitar Hero? Yeah. Used to play Guitar Hero some. I think Guitar Hero was harder than actually playing a guitar for me. Yeah, I still haven't downloaded it. I don't think I will play it, but I'll probably download it just to check it out. But like I said, I don't know that I need to really invest myself in another game at this point. Oh, there's another blocked. Not as fluid as MCOC. For those of you who are just joining, welcome. I'd love it if you drop a line in the chat and let us know you're here. Say hello. Yeah, he's almost 14 million views on that. Let's see. Yeah, I think I do want to use Yondu against Colossus. I haven't seen him steal any armor ups yet. He's supposed to be able to steal armor ups. And then deal armor breaks instead of bleed against a bleed immune. Terrell Brown, welcome to the stream. And also, Something TV, welcome. Is 4-star blue team Cyclops good? Yeah. I mean, he's good. I don't know if he's... I gotta plug this in, sorry guys. I mean, as far as Cyclopses go, yeah, he's good. I don't think either of the Cyclops are just really overpowered or anything, but he's a decent champion. I like Yondu a lot. I've been enjoying him. I really wish I could have awakened my 4-star here. Well, thank you, Terrell Brown. I appreciate that. I enjoy making the content. I wish I had more time to put into making content. It is a rather time-intensive endeavor to create videos that are decent. Oh, yep, there we go. He's got the armor, and he's dealt a couple armor breaks. And there's a heal block. Now, if he was awakened right there, as soon as Colossus had used that special attack, he would have put 5 weaknesses on Colossus. So keep that in mind. I'll show you my masteries here in a bit. I don't know if I'm going to hit 2.5 tonight, but I'll show you my masteries, and that should explain why I've got it set up the way I do for Yondu. But I am running maxed Despair, maxed Deep Wounds, and maxed Inequity at the moment. Do it, man. It's yours. You can do it. I've never doubted you. Do a hat reveal. I don't know. I hear the comments that Brian Grant gets about his shiny head. Hey, that's the first time I've been able to evade Gambit's first special in forever. Alright, I'll check those screenshots out here in just a second. Let me beat UC here. Really got to get him to use specials here. With Old Man Logan, you really want to bait specials to build up these pacifism charges. T. Ricky's still singing the song. Haitian Refugee, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I usually, I used to keep my head shaven every day. Now I am too lazy to shave my head every day. So, you know, I applaud the guys that do. Me, I shave it about once every 3 weeks. And I'm about due for a haircut. Well, we have the influx now. I assume that means Joel's live stream has come to an end. do a beard reveal. Laziness is the only reason I have a beard. Yeah, me too. Yeah, my beard is pretty. It barely qualifies to be called a beard. But my job does not require me to shave, so I don't. And then once I get tired of it, or my wife gets tired of it, then I just shave everything. About to start Road to the Labyrinth 4.1. Saw Seaton get wrecked today. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was sitting down. I actually opened up his stream, and everything was going well. And then I had to leave my computer for about 2 minutes, and I came back, and then he was gone. And so apparently he rage quit or something like that. Oh, look at this. 5 bleeds. 5 bleeds on from Punisher, and I didn't even use a special. Came in against a champion with suicides on, and Punisher just stacked the bleeds up. Yeah, I guess he rage quit. I didn't see it. That's just what people were saying in the chat. Apparently he was getting beat up. It sounds like Haitian saw it. Neru Cast Art. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And TV just got a 4-star Unstoppable Colossus from Alliance. Crystal. Good job, sir. I've not even been saving for UC. I probably should start doing that someday. But he just really hasn't been a big draw for me. You say it like that was a bad thing. You didn't accidentally get UC. Daniel Gomez Seaton. Seaton earlier today was doing a live stream on Road to the Labyrinth, and again, this is just from what I saw in the chat. Apparently he wasn't doing very well and just shut down the stream. Is it just me, or does Ultron seem to be evading a lot more? Doing very poorly here. Man, he is just kicking the crap out of me. Who would you recommend against spiked armor? Crossbones is your absolute best option because Crossbones does not land any critical hits at all, and spiked armor is based on crits. Otherwise, you'll want another champ that can bypass abilities. So, you know, Black Widow's not as good as she used to be, but she is still an option. Elektra, if you can bleed or armor break. Even Falcon, if you can activate Red Wing. So, sounds like mostly it's going to be skill champions. Another option, it's not a great option, but if you can get a champion that has a heavy regen, that would be an option. Or a champion that has a huge damage over time that you can bleed or do some other kind of damage like that. Black Widow is now an evade champion, it seems like. Yeah. Well, she's always been an evade champion, but it's just been a very, very low percentage. Yep, that's true. And I have to admit, I did the last 2 chapters or 3 chapters with Scarlet Witch as well. I did everything up to that point without Scarlet Witch because I didn't have her. And then I ended up awakening her and for the last 3 chapters and ran those with her. AV Tenacity is not going to work against spiked armor. He's only going to be good against debuffs if you get debuffs applied. Falcon is your only champ with that defensive ability accuracy. Yeah, I mean he's an option. The problem is though it's not a permanent thing. Yeah, Scarlet Witch has to crit to be able to get her ability going, but the way, I mean, she still got around the spiked armor because she had such great regeneration, so it didn't really matter. I mean, you could just stun lock them and just keep regenning any of the damage you took from the spiked armor. Unstoppable Colossus at 440. Yeah, I wouldn't use a gem on him. I mean, unless you're just a big fan. He's really not that great of a champion. There are so many other Mystic champions that you could awaken besides Unstoppable Colossus. And that was a 4-hit combo into a special, and that got blocked. Alright, I've got some notifications on my solo event, so I'm going to check to see if I've hit that last milestone in Arena Wins. And then, just for the fun of it, we'll take Storm into Labyrinth and see how much she can get beat up by Red Hulk. Actually, I've got to finish this Tier 3 basic of daily here real quick. Yeah, I've had that problem a few times, Stevie, but it'll come. I mean, you just keep popping crystals, it'll build back up. It's just a bump in the road, that's all it is. Adam Wildy, welcome to the stream, sir. What did Cap Marvel's L2 just get blocked after 4 hits? Yes, it did. I usually do a 5-hit combo followed by a special, but a couple of guys here suggested that it's working better after the 4-hit, and it has on other champions, but not for Captain Marvel there. I agree, Magik is awesome. She is one of the top champs in the game right now. Alright, so before I go into the labyrinth, I will show you what my mastery setup is. Okay, so this is what I'm running right now. I've got max despair. So if you recall, when I used Yondu against Colossus, he had, what was it, 3 armor breaks and a heal block, and his signature ability is anytime the opponent uses a special attack, it applies a weakness for every debuff that they currently have active. So at that point he would have had a total of 8 debuffs active. How many 5 stars? How do you have so many 5 stars? Just been playing a long time, man, and opening crystals. So anyway, if we have 8 debuffs active, I want to see how can I take advantage of those debuffs? How can I make the most of those? And so first off, we have the deep wounds maximized to make sure that if we're fighting a bleed champion, those bleeds are going to last as long as possible, so that I can stack as many as possible. And then I have despair maxed, which reduces healing and regeneration by 15% per debuff. So on that Colossus at 8 debuffs, any regeneration would have been completely eliminated. He would not have regened at all. And then on defense, I have inequity maxed, and so this reduces attack by 6% for each detrimental effect or debuff, up to a maximum of 36%. And so again, at 8 debuffs, he would have been at 36% reduction in attack, plus half of those debuffs are weaknesses. And so any willpower and regeneration is eliminated. They should be bleeding heavily if it's not a bleed immune champ, and their attack is going to drop. I'm sure it's going to be subject to diminishing returns, but the attack is still going to be lowered probably by anywhere up to 75%. And so I think you couple this also with Yondu's ability to, he reduces power gain by up to 50% based on the debuffs that he has active too. And so you're bleeding heavily, you're reducing power gain, you're reducing attack, you're eliminating regeneration. And so I just see this champion as a major contender for an Alliance War attacker, and I think he has great potential to be a counter to Magik as well. I mean, he's still going to take limbo damage, but if her attack is lowered by 70%, that should lower the limbo damage significantly that he's going to take from her. You have seen it miss recently with Scarlet Witch. The ones with characters that back off a little or flies up are prone to miss. Yeah, I haven't played as much since the update came out, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Adam Wildy, interesting. I wonder if that was a one-time thing, because I'm sure it used to work after 4. Just woke up. Well, I'm just getting ready to go to bed soon, so good morning to you. TV, thanks for hanging with us for a bit. Have a great night. Alright, so this is not going to be pretty, because I do not have a Labyrinth Mastery setup active. But still want to go in and have a little bit of practice with Red Hulk. And for right now, I'm going to be running double Magneto and double Cyclops. I did not mean to take Storm out of there. If I manage to awaken my 5-star Star-Lord, then I will replace one of the 4-star Cyclops with Star-Lord and run this team. Beat your practice. What is your practice? Oh, I gotta look at the screenshots you said you sent me. 350 hits. Yeah, Storm is not gonna do 1.3 million in damage against Red Hulk in 350 hits. I did it a little bit earlier, and 225 hits was what was it? 450,000. So Storm's going to take a lot longer than Star-Lord will. So I'm not promising anything here. Probably mess up quite a bit. But I figure if I'm going to end up doing this as a live stream, might as well get some practice runs in with an audience so that I'm not quite as nervous about it when we actually do the real thing. Act 4 regenerating Magneto get nerfed. I don't know for sure, but it would not surprise me. They nerfed quite a bit of champions in Act 4. The Venom, they nerfed Juggernaut on 4.3.3. See, that's the tricky thing on Red Hulk, Haitian. I think Storm is going to do better on other champions where I'm more comfortable pushing them to their second special, because she does more damage the higher their power meter is. Well, I want to avoid his second special as much as possible. I can evade it, but I don't want to take the chance of not evading it, because I'm not 100% on it. I still get caught occasionally by it, and if you get caught, then it's over. So it's just easier to evade, to bait and evade his first special, which means that she's not going to do nearly as much damage with her special attacks. So here we go. I'm going to ignore the chat for just a few minutes here. Ah, countered that too quickly. Thought I had the special 2 there, and I didn't. I'm not paying attention to how much damage those second specials are doing, so if you guys notice, remember, and I'll ask you when I'm done here, you can tell me. No! Missed the intercept there. First enrage timer is done, and we're not even a fourth of the way through. Ah, I got the evade. Ha ha ha. Alright. Well, how many hits was that? 304. See, Star-Lord would have had him down, or very close to down, by 304 hits. So, did anybody notice how much she was doing on her L2? Evan Mull, good evening, sir. Looked like about 30,000 per SPT. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, considering the max you can do is 50,000 with the right mastery setup. We could push that 50,000, I think. And like I said, for other champions that I'm more comfortable getting them to second special, um, definitely she can hit that 50,000. But yeah, it is a little disappointing. 500,000. She did just over 500,000 damage in 300 hits. If I hadn't messed up there, if I hadn't got hit by the evade, probably could have made it to 500 hits before the second enrage timer kicked in. But so I'm not sure that she could beat him with just using specials on his when he's only at 1 bar of power before that second enrage timer kicked in. I was hoping to be able to solo Red Hulk with her, but I'm not sure that that's going to be feasible. Yeah, the cap is 50,000, right? Invincible did a video with suicides. Right. Now, here's the other thing. When I do run this, I'm going to max recoil. I'm not gonna run full suicides for it because she's not bleed and poison immune. But I'm gonna max recoil, and I'll probably use just the third special. That's gonna take more time because of the animation, but if we can max recoil, I mean, that's what special attacks are 30% more. So I mean, she'll easily be at 50,000 with that. So I mean, I'll probably test a few mastery setups. I'll test it with that, with maxed recoil. I may test it with just 1 in recoil and max suicides with some coagulate and maxed willpower, and just see what that does. My concern with running suicides is typically you want to just use a 40% revive for Labyrinth. And if this is going to be a longer fight and I'm running suicides, a 40% health is not a whole lot. And I'd be concerned that she would die just from the suicides at 40% health. Physical resistance does give a good representation. Okay, yeah, he is. That's why I don't know if it's going to matter with Storm's specials because they're energy attacks, but if you're going to use Star-Lord, if you ever use a first special with Star-Lord, you want to make sure that you use it when he does not have 5 or 6 heat charges up. Preferably you want to do it after he overheats so that his physical resistance is not so high. Figure out how to evade his SB2 reliably. You could do more. I can evade it. It's just it's not as easy as evading his first special. Let's try it again. I'll go in and do it one more time here and see if I can push him to second special and see what her second special does when he does have 2 bars of power. Swipe Train, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, that's true. Double Edge and Coagulate. And I think if with the right setup with that, you're still losing some, but it's only like 0.5% or something like that. Well, Adam, Storm can beat Labyrinth. I know of a couple people who have beat Labyrinth with her. But this is exactly why I've been waiting. Because I have a 5-star Star-Lord at rank 3. He's ready to be ranked to rank 4. I've got everything to rank him. But I just can't get him awakened. And so at this point I'm just getting impatient. And I want to get into the Labyrinth. And if others can do it with Storm, I can. I have to determine if I want to spend the resources to do it with Storm. Right, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, double edge. Well, see, now he's just going to use his first special. I didn't see that. I just saw it was not a crit. See, I get hit by the tail end of that second special. That was 15,000 for a S1. See, if I played like this, then I would just be dead. Ah, a little bit too early. And that only did 12,000. See, so I don't know. Even with recoil maxed, her third special just is nowhere near as strong as her second special. Let's try to hit one more second special. And again, no crit. I think that was like 9,000. And that's even with a crit synergy. Alright, that's it. She's toast. See, 8k, no crit, 8k is good. Like, really good? Not for Storm, it's not. Right, Courage, I will be running max Courage. So yeah, masteries are going to make a huge difference here. Like I said, I do not have the mastery set up to do this now. I just wanted to get in and see what she could do against Rhulk now. Right, Swipe Train, that's my concern too, but right now, third specials do not take recoil damage. And so if you run full suicides, you can just use third specials and not have to worry about that. But yeah, you're right. You can't just go in and fire off first and second specials. You'll kill yourself. Yes. Well, one of the players who beat LOL with Storm, I actually coached him on the team to use and the mastery setup to use. So yeah. Most maxed out glass cannon, run 4 and 5 out of assassin, max out pierce and courage. Right. Yeah, I'm familiar with that mastery setup, and that's what I have been planning to use. But again, since recoil is not dealing any damage with third special, then if you can make double edge work or liquid courage work so that you're only losing just a fraction of a percent, then that could be a viable option. So instead of running 9 points in greater strength, you could take 8 of those points and move 1 or 2 to recoil, move 3 to double edge, move 3 over to coagulate, and potentially be able to really minimize the damage you're taking from recoil. But again, it's theoretical at this point. I'm going to have to throw them on there and see what she can do with it. But it's going to be a few weeks before I do that. And like I said, right now I need to leave my masteries alone until I can get an awakened Yondu. Hopefully I'll snag him as a 3-star tomorrow and be able to awaken him. Because I need to be able to test his ability, his signature ability out for my spotlight video for him. And then after that, I just need to save up some units and some battle chips, and then I'll play around with a couple different mastery setups and make a decision before I tackle this at the end of the month. Alright, T-Ricky, have a great night. I think it's going to do it for me tonight too, but before I do, I'm going to pop a few crystals and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, I don't know if suicides, I don't think suicides are going to increase the enrage timer anymore, but they will certainly shorten a fight. If you have a higher attack, you're going to do more damage, right? And without Star-Lord, whose attack will just naturally increase exponentially, any help you can get is going to be good. Another option that I have, I could rank 5 my 4-star Star-Lord and take him in place of one of the Cyclops on that team, but he's only at a signature level 60 right now. If he was a 99, I'd be more inclined to do that. So maybe we'll get lucky here with one of these Guardians of the Galaxy crystals. As I say every night, I have yet to pull a 4-star. So let's make that happen tonight. Thanks, Adam Wildy. Appreciate it. You're welcome to lurk anytime or to chat. There he is, and there he went. Well, yeah, that's the point. I want it to be insane. She's excellent for attack. Yeah, she's the one that got me my legend title. Running full suicides and fully boosted. And a couple more 2-stars. 4-star rocket incoming. I wouldn't mind that. I have him, but he's not awakened. Well, 10 hours left if you want your 5-star Yondu. Better get on it. And a bunch of 2-stars tonight. Let's see, what do we have? 2 max signature ability crystals. No 5-star Yondu for you, yep. Just wonder on the amount of revives needed to do that as opposed to non? As opposed to using SL, maybe? Yeah, I mean that's exactly why I've been waiting to do Star-Lord though. I need and there's the deal. Yep, I did purchase that. Um, Star-Lord, I mean it's the facts. If you've got a 4-star Star-Lord Awakened, you're gonna spend less units. I mean, you're gonna spend less revives than using anybody else. Um, because he can get to the point where he's just doing massive damage with his regular attacks. Yeah, with or without suicides, and nobody else, even with suicides, is going to come close to the damage that he can do once he gets past 100 hits or so. So ideally, yes. Um, Maybe, I don't know. I'll have one more. I should have one more 5-star crystal to open at least before I make my run in Labyrinth, and maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky. I hope I do. But if I don't, we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna make it happen. I've put it off long enough, and it's just time to bite the bullet and make it happen. So, anyway, gentlemen, thank you, and ladies, if there are any in the stream, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. As always, you've made the grind a little bit more enjoyable and a little less grueling. I appreciate you for that. Hopefully, we'll be able to hang out again tomorrow night. Until then, this is Grand Kahonu smoking it down. Have a great night. Catch you later.